So my name's Adam Stoner. I'm a second year JV in Detroit. Last year I was a JV in Portland, Maine. To anybody considering a second year, I would say it's an opportunity to continue living continue living a very radical life. It's not delaying any entry into real life in my mind. For me, this is the way that I want to be for the rest of my life. We use the phrase "ruin for life," and I used to think, ruined isn't the best word, but it's really true. This has altered the course of my life. I won't ever be satisfied with my past career path unless it incorporates this aspect of justice and this holistic spirituality and this kind of community. I just won't. And in the same way, I won't be the same participant in society anymore.
Hi, my name is Rachel Richardson. I'm a second year JV. I've worked both years at the Mental Health Advocacy Project. Currently live in San Jose, and last year lived in Santa Clara.
Hi, I'm Mark Vetta, and I also work here at the Mental Health Advocacy Project in San Jose. But I did my first year in Syracuse, New York, working for the Catholic Charities of Onondaga County.
For me, staying at my same placement, it's really allowed me to work on these issues that I feel really passionate about in a way that's more thorough and more in depth than I would have been able to in 1 year. And just all that you learn about community in your first year, you don't even really realize until you're starting another year.
If you do a second year, a lot of the stuff that happened during the first year, you'll bring with you, one way or another, even if you don't intend for it to come with you.
And you're going to bring the good and the bad.
Yeah, you're going to bring the good and the bad. And you're going to have to be willing to learn a lot from your community and from other people in general. You're going to have to be willing to grow.
My name is Liz Haney, and I'm second year JV. I was in Wenatchee, Washington last year, and this year I'm in Washington, D.C. I think one thing that I really have liked about serving as an additional year is the chance to live in a different community. Last year I was in a rural community in central Washington, and this year I'm in Washington, D.C. And the justice issues that I've been exposed to in both places are really, really different. And that's brought a whole new level of depth to my experience because I come with the experiences from where I was before to this totally new place with its own inequalities and justice implications. In a lot of ways, switching from a different place between cities has been a really unique part of my experience.
Hi, my name is Lauren. I am from New York and I went to Boston College. I served my first year as a JV in Philadelphia. I was a case manager at a men's homeless shelter. And now I'm in New Orleans working at Cafe Reconcile, which is a culinary training program for disadvantaged youth.
My name is Erin Murphy. I'm from Rochester, New York. I graduated from Lemoyne College. Last year I served in St. Louis as an outreach program coordinator at St. Francis Xavier College Church. And this year I'm at the Harry Thompson Center, which is a daytime drop-in center for the homeless of New Orleans.
I think the thing that surprised me the most this year is how difficult the transition has been, particularly with going straight from my community in Philadelphia to my new community here in New Orleans. It was a lot harder than I expected to kind of make that transition, and I think I've been comparing my experience this year a lot to my experience last year. But the really fantastic thing is that my community this year has really been bonding in kind of different ways, and we're growing together and learning a lot about one another, and it looks completely different from how my community looked last year, but I think that's the really awesome thing about it, because it's kind of expanding my ideas of community, and it's kind of showing me that community is kind of more than just how one specific group of people does it, and it can kind of manifest itself in a lot of ways.
I would tell someone who's discerning an additional year to really keep an open mind and an open heart and talk to many people about it and think about all the possibilities for you and where you'd like to serve and the reasons why you're really doing it.